Okay. I now send you guys questions. Today the subject is how have you been changing? I think it's pretty democratic for all of us. So we are already live. Good evening again, guys. I'm Luizzy. I'm here with Lucas, Iago, Elton, and Marcio for our English immersion, English conversation here on Talk and Talk. We are a conversation platform where we can practice different languages like English, Spanish, Italian, French. But of course, we won't correct each other because this is not a class, so I'm not a teacher. That's it. Iago, can you start the introductions for us?
Okay, hello again, everyone. My name is Iago. I am 29. I live in the country, in Cearás countryside, a small town called Apuiarés. We have like 13,000 inhabitants. It's really small. I live here with my husband and a few cats. Um, I work as an instructional designer. I love to read in my free time, but I'm not reading nothing right now. I started this book that is a series that I started reading last year, but I just started and I really like the the resume. I don't know if this no resume is like curriculum. But this, um, the beginning explaining the book before because it's really big, and then I just read this and I'm not reading anything, but that's it.
I'm not reading too, like just Harry Potter, like on cell phone, but I don't know, this is not like a real physical book, you know. I feel that I am not reading nothing to like brain rot and
Because
stuff.
you already read a lot, right?
Yes, it's like it's craved on my mind. I don't need to read it. I just look to the words and that's it. Okay, guys, let me see. Lucas, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas Brizola. I am 29 years old and I live in Sorocaba, a city in Encontro inside of São Paulo. I am single and I have a dog named Mel. She a white Shih Tzu with black spot on her body, and she is smaller than a bag of rice. I enjoy cooking, especially coming up with new dishes. My specialty is making sweets, but I cooking a bit of everything. My favorite food is lasagna, and I addicted to ice cream. I love ice cream. My favorite flavors are rum raisin and the corn. In my free time, I like to read, watch movies and series, and listen to music. I went with eclectic. I listen to everything from techno brega to rock. I also enjoy doing different things like going to water parks and taking shorts or long trips whenever possible. On weekends, I prefer quick activities such as going to mall, visiting parks or friends, and eating. I will be working recruitment and selection, over 14 years, 7 years focusing recruitment professional technology as a tech recruiter. I started my jo- jornada out in Talking and Talking in February this year, and today today now, and esses dias, I don't know pronunciation English, celebration 2 months here. In my opinion, I will be making great progress, and I remain focused no hashtag fluent English.
All of
That's it
us.
to take.
All of us. But my question is, since you like making cooking desserts, you know how to make ice cream, which is your favorite?
Yeah, run raisins. I don't know pronunciation passarrão. It's right. Run raises.
I don't know, no idea. I know that raisins is.
Passas arrum e milho. Milho verde, corn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Morning green.
I don't know, maybe.
Me too. Can be this.
Because I know that nice. I know that making ice cream it's very difficult. I don't know. Just my opinion based on Master Chef and whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, Marcio, go ahead, please.
Hi guys, I'm Marcio Romualdo. I'm 43 years old. I'm married. I have three daughters. Um, I love. I have a passion for this technology. I am network security analyst. I work this. I love traveling. I love workout, running, swimming, um, and go to the gym too. I love read good books. Spend time with my family on the weekends. Um, that's it, guys. Don't have more things talk about with my life.
No, that's perfect. I love swimming and running too. I know that Elton like it too. But guys, I'm Louise. Nice to meet you, Marcio. By the way, I think we've never met before.
Nice to meet you, Luis.
I'm 27. I live in São Paulo. I work with strategic marketing. I live with my girlfriend, and I'm always saying that I love swimming and running, but I don't have the opportunity nowadays because I'm moving out from my old apartment. So I don't know, guys. That's a total mess in my life while working and cooking and I don't know, living. But that's the process, I think. Elton, finally, please.
Nice. So, hello guys. My name is Elton Teixeira. I'm 32 years old. I live in São Paulo, capital, South Zone. I've been working as a software developer, more specifically a Python developer, so I'm more based on the back-end side. What else? In my spare time, I like to do outdoor activities. Sometimes I like to work in some side projects. I love to ride my motorcycle on weekends. And like Luis said, I love to practice hiking, workout, and swim, but nowadays I'm just going to the gym, because I changed a lot my routine since the last year. Yeah, that's me, guys.
Nice, thanks. And do you want to share your schedule here as a host too?
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here. Nowadays, I'm here just on Thursday at 7 p.m. I hope to see you there, guys. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, guys, so let's jump to the questions. So, first one, do you feel like the same person you were a year ago? What has changed? Lucas, you go first because you're on a English learning process, so I want to hear about you.
Come on. For me, no. A year ago, I as parenting on piloto automático. In some ways, and now I feel much more aware of my choice and the boundaries. I've been learning to say no more often and to trust my intuition. I would say I am becoming a boring adult. That's it.
It's a good one. And you, Iago, what do you think?
I think that Lucas stole my answer because I was thinking something similar. But I don't know. I think that last year I I changed so much thinking about some things that I need to I don't know that I need to solve. They are not problems, but there are some things that I need to address, and I acknowledge that now. And I was thinking a lot about, I don't know if you guys believe in something like this. I don't, but I enjoy reading and listening about it. The Saturn return when you turn 28. People say that when you turn 28, everything start to change. And for me, it was something like that because I feel that I know myself better. Not enough yet, but I feel that I know myself better. I feel that Lucas said exactly what I wanted to say. I feel that I understand better my boundaries, that I can say no more often, because I was more a people pleaser, I think, and now I feel that, oh, I think that if I can do this for you, I will do it. But if I can't, for whatever reason, even if it's just because I don't want to, I will not. And I think that that's something really changing when you realize that you don't need to say yes to everyone, even if it's your family. I think that it's an important boundary that we need to establish with when we get older. Um, but yeah, I think that it was when my birthday is really at the beginning of the year. So at the beginning of this year, I I felt like a different person in a lot of different ways, and it was something that my husband said to me also, which I I don't know if someone noticed something change in me, in myself, I think that's because the change really happened.
That's a wise advice, I think. I don't know, wise thing to say. Love it, love it. I sometimes I think that I feel the same way. Like, and this year actually I complete 28 years old. So I think that's my turn that you just said. So like I'm waiting for my frontal lobe to develop, to fully develop. But guys, I agree. I think I share the same experience as you, Lucas and Iago. I feel that I can set boundaries more easily, but I don't know. I need to work on this. I think I work too much sometimes, so I think that I this is something, this is part of my life that I need to pay attention. And I love exercising. Like, of course, it's a routine, but I used to see this kind of activity as a way, I don't know, to lose weight or to run better or something like this. Nowadays, it's just for the endorphin to take the day, like to live the day and the week. And I don't know, I think this is something good, maybe. And I eat healthier, but with pleasure too. Yes. And you, Marcio?
Me, guys, nowadays I feel more mature, experience, and realize than yesterday. Recently, I moved jobs and areas the last year in October the 2024, and it was giving me another perspective because uh, today I have worked with complexity projects in my area, for example, the network security, the new technologies. Um, I have to do work this in the network, the customer, for example, and this is very challenging for me because all the customers are very exigent in this case because these projects are millionary investment per part the customer, and the technology is, and there are a very expectation in this technology. For example, do you know SD1? For example, SD1, this is a um, smart thing, the routing the links de internet, links the internet. For example, many companies has two or more internet links to balance the traffic, the etc. So it is very complexity, because with the environment have a particularly implementation, and you go implementation a new technology, you need you need to do work this technology with the actually network. Doesn't matter. I like a lot the one sentence that talking us today I am better than yesterday. So this question is very interesting, because do you feel like the same person? No, no, absolutely no, because uh, each day there are a new challenge in your life. That's it.
Yes.
I use this example, my area, because there are another examples. So this is example in my job is more realistic, né?
Oh, I think it's perfect because all of us, we are a work in progress, right? For
Yes.
all our life. So that's a good lesson. That's a good perspective that you bring us for us. And you, Elton, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with all of you guys. I believe that I have been changing a lot, not since the last year, but during the years I'm getting more maturity, and I really believe that when we get more maturity, when we get more knowledge, we get we become more bored, and I've been realizing that as well. And I really believe that I like to change. I like to think that I don't want to be the same tomorrow. Uh, I mean, I think if I am not the same that I was yesterday, I'm happy, And tomorrow I would like to change as well. I'm a guy that I am open-minded, so I like to listen others' opinions and maybe learn from it, learn with that. And yeah, I really believe that we are in a process that we need to learn every day, and improve with that and become a better guy, or, be flexible with our ideas, the way that we we see the life, and we need to be adaptable for the situations, for the,
Yes, totally. Like, uh, we never know how's the possibility. Like, the future is like all the possibilities that we can think about it. So I love to think this way that we need to be open. And I don't know, sometimes I think that learning English or any languages, we are always like thinking about the future, thinking how can I speak better or how can I be fluent. But I don't know, we are already learning, right? The future never came, so we need to be open for this experience too. I don't know, I have this experience, this feeling sometimes. Okay, guys. Lucas, can you read the next question for us? It's number 2. Yeah. Oh, that's a very personal one. So if you don't want to be personal, it's okay.
What's the oh God, hardest lesson life has taught you recently? For me, that's not everything will get closer, and that's okay. Some situation, and without answers or apologizes, and we had to find the peace within myself, regardless. That's it.
It's a good one. Love it. I'll be taking notes after this. Okay, and you, Iago, what do you think?
I think that for me is something that I am trying to work more recently, and I am thinking a lot on this, I think, is that I can't control everything, every aspect in my life, because I feel that I am too anxious about some things. Um, about, I don't know, specifically with work, I think that I am too hard on myself when it comes to work. Um, and I am trying to deal with this idea that I can't control everything, that mistakes can happen, that I'm not perfect and I can't do everything perfectly, because I was really hard on me when it comes to this, when it comes to do things, um, being really good at something. And that's something that haunts me sometimes because sometimes I feel really lost in my career. I don't have a clear path I don't know, that I see for me yet. And I think that I make peace with it, because I changed careers in some ways 2 years ago, and I'm still trying to figure it out, this area that I am in it. And sometimes I feel really lost, but I think that the yeah, I would say that the hardest lesson is that acknowledge that I can't control everything, and that's fine. Being fine with that.
That's crazy because we are so similar sometimes. Like, I feel exactly the same way, and I think most people do too. Because I changed careers, and now I don't know. I'm almost 30. I think that I need to know everything. That I need to be able to code in Python and other 5 languages. But I'm like a basic learning on Python, for example, and this is a struggle because sometimes I want to be, I don't know, the future me, like right now. So that's crazy. And something that I learned in a hard way is that I need to open myself to ask for help, in all areas of my life, all the areas, like feelings, anxiety, work. I'm always like, okay, no, that's all on me. I'm just with myself, so I need to do it. I need to work in this project by myself. I need to learn by myself. That's it. I can't ask my superiors. I can't ask my mentor. I need to be like independent. Sometimes, yes, we need to because we are grown-ups and adults, but it's not like this. We are not this way with other people. I'm not like this with my friends or my girlfriends or my coworkers. I'm very gentle with them. Why I can't be with me like another individual, a person with struggles and issues. And I don't know, this is a therapy subject because I'm so hard with me, and it's just like me being this way. Like there's no one pressuring me other than myself. That's crazy. That's almost like delusional because the pressure is like invisible. Doesn't exist. Okay, let me see. Marcio, please.
Guys, this time I have a short question, a short answer. Resilience. This is word. Resilience because I have uh, I have the resilience in my job, in my personal life, my financial challenge too. So this is my hardest lesson life because nowadays it's very hard for me.
For me too. That's okay. And you can give long answers. We don't
Resilience is
mind.
the
Yes,
best word for
yes.
this question.
The financial struggle is the hardest one, right? Because we
Yeah,
have no control and it takes all our mental health, our body health, wealth at all. So that's the hard one. Yes, I want to change my answer for this one. Elton, please, your turn.
Well, good question. I love it, the answers, and I really believe that we have a little bit of our answers here. Um, and I don't know, maybe I can say about a sentence that I have been seeing a lot nowadays. It's like no one will save you, you know? It's like if you want to improve your life, like improve your career or become better, or change your current situation, talking about the financial, emotional, or whatever, you know, uh, it depends uh, on you, Just it's your how can I say that? It's your responsibility, So you need to deal with that. You need to keep move on and try to change your life because sometimes, in a lot of moments we wait for someone to help us, to save us, like, oh, I have this problem, but you just let the problem there and you wait for someone to come and solve the problem, And you need to start, you need to give the first step, and it's just you for you,
Yeah, it's like the opposite of my answer. Like there's no one that will help you. Love it, love it. Agree, totally agree with you. Like this is something that you learned like in a difficult way too, that you discovered. Like you just there's someday that you woke up and you okay, life. That's how it works for us.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not saying that you are wrong, I really believe
Totally.
that in our life we have a lot of steps, that we change with the time, with the experience, with the background, and with that we change a lot during the years.
Yes, totally. Depends on the phase that we are currently living.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so next question. I think that's a good one. In what moments do you notice that you're growing or maturing? Let's start with Marcio, please. You're muted, we're not hearing you.
Sorry, guys. When I become a father 18 years ago, when my first daughter, Julia, was born, in that moment, my mind, my perceptions, my goals, and priorities changed totally. All the things changed my life after this moment, and that was how I perceive it growing up with a man. This is my answer. This is my more uh, experience in my life, a unique experience in my life. is really really change in my life. Totally change because I had 25 years, 25
Oh
years,
my
very
God.
young. Imagine this.
Very,
I
very
didn't
young.
have a house, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a good job. Oh my God.
But that's okay now. You have all these things right now, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Thanks God.
So it's
Yes. That's a difficult one too. Like I can't even imagine the responsibility. Like I'm thinking like twice, maybe three times to adopt a cat. Iago has 7 cats. Right? I'm struggling to
having
have
cats.
one.
My gosh.
So I can even imagine a whole another person, another individual.
Yes.
And you, Lucas, what do you think how it was for you?
When I stop before reacting emotionally, the space between the trigger and the response I feel has been within it unclear. For example, when someone is gritando, xingando, I don't do the same. I stay calm, or depend on the case, I leave the room. That's it.
How? How do you do this? How?
Coloca o fone de ouvido e
Yes. Yes. I'm very reactive. I'm a person that I don't know. I'm not angry or I don't know. I have lots of tension, but I'm very reactive. Like I don't know, with I don't know homophobic experiences, for example. I have all the bad words like prepared. You know. I'm like very prepared for this situation. So sometimes I talk with my girlfriend. Sometimes I need to be less reactive, like to this kind of things because I don't know. It doesn't agrega. I don't know how to say in English, but it's nothing, right? It's very disappointing to have these experiences. So this is something that I need to learn too. And you, Iago, are you calm or are you reactive?
Usually I'm really calm. I'm the kind of person that I just don't give you an answer, but I will thinking a lot later on it. I will lose my sleep on it with if someone says something to me and I don't have an answer or I don't want to answer. Because I don't know, I think that sometimes it's better if you just don't sometimes if you just don't react is the best answer for the other person. Of course, it depends on the situation, but I think that if someone is just screaming at you and I don't know, and is saying things for nothing, I don't think that is worth the fight. But I'm not the kind of person that I like to fight. I hate. I totally forgot the word in English and in Portuguese. I hate conflict. So for me, I just don't put myself in this kind of situations. Even with my husband, I think we are together for 10 years now. And I just can't remember any time that we had a big fight, because I think that every time that one of us feel stressed about something, we leave the room for the other person to, okay, that's your turn. So this is your feeling. I'm not feeling the same. So let's waste some moment to work it out better later. And that's something that I always work for us, I think. But about the question, I don't know. I think that it will be the same answer in that it was in the first question, that I think that my Saturn returned when I turned 28. It was that big. I really can't explain how much I I addressed some things last year. For me was really changing, I think, in a lot of ways. Of course, it has some things in process that I'm still discussing on therapy, that I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think that acknowledge some things, it was really good for me, even though it's things that I don't know if I will work on this year, but I acknowledge that it's on my waiting in my is on my backlog. I don't know when or how I will deal with it.
Like putting on standby. That's great. And all the things that you said, I think it comes with age. I'm very sure that it comes with age. I agree. Um, Let me see. Elton, your turn.
Well, I I believe that maybe when I am overcome a challenge, I really believe that it can be a good signal for you that you are dealing better with hard situations, with challenges. And I totally agree with you, in our life, the ages bring us good things, change our thoughts, the way that we treat others, our reactions. And yeah, I really believe that when you pass a situation that you can remember, oh my gosh, some times ago, if it happened, my reaction, it will be different. And when you have this kind of feeling that you changed the way that you thought, that you see the life, that you react in hard situations, I really believe that it can be a good sign that you are growing. And yeah, sometimes we don't mind, a lot of things anymore. And yeah, we change a lot.
Yes, you said something that I totally relate to, that I try to be, I don't know, I try to be different. I try to be more, not tried, but I see that I am more mature in the way that I treat people, especially at work with gossip, mean girly subjects. Like I try to don't pay attention for this. I know my rights and I know my dues, and that's it. I know to separate things. I try to separate things. And yes, I think I am more aware, I think, of feelings, boundaries, all the things that we discussed it here. Guys, I think we're doing great on life. I'm very happy for all of us. Let me see. Lucas, can you read the next question for us? Number 4.
Yeah. Do you usually resist the change, or do you embrace the transformation progress? I wanted to say I embrace it, but truthfully, I resist it first. So I reflect, adapt, and finally embrace. It's like dance with change. First, I step on its points. That's it.
Like you take your time, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
resist it too. I hate changes. I'm very I don't know. I struggle with different routines. I don't know. I'm in my new apartment, but I'm very happy and stuff. But sometimes I feel that I resist like my body and things with tiny little details. I don't know about you, but like the moment that I woke up, like it needs to be 6 a.m. It needs to be like organized. That's obsessive sometimes. But sometimes I'm like just so lazy that I don't even pay attention on the things, and I remember, oh, of course, that's why I am in a bad mood, because I didn't respect my routine. I didn't respect my routine, so that's why I'm having a bad day. And you, Marcio, how has it been for you?
Guys, I had a short answer too. So,
We don't want
I
short answer.
no, I analyze the change, okay? If it does match, I forward the process. If not, I change my way.
Say that again. Repeat it, please.
Sorry. I analyze the change, okay?
Okay.
If it does match, I forward the process.
Okay.
If not, I change my way.
And how do you decide it? Like how?
Depends the situation. Imagine, for example, in your actual job, there are a big change, okay? From home office to presential, for example. Oh, it is for me doesn't match because nowadays I would like working in full home office, for example, and I I don't I want this change. I forward and change my way. I I find another job, for example. That's it.
That's brilliant. Nice. Like it. Love it actually. Like we have lots to learn with this kind of situation because I think it's hard for us to identify, like like to identify that we don't want something.
Because our life is cyclic, okay? Today is situation, tomorrow I don't know,
Hmm.
okay? Your life can be changed abruptly or suddenly, né? De repente.
Like having a child. Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. Thanks for the answer. Love it. And you, Elton, what do you think?
Well, I think that it depends on the purpose, Like, sometimes when we need to change something in our work, like, oh, the process is working well. Why I need to change that? Sometimes we need to create some discuss, about the change. But yeah, if there are some I don't know, if there are basic, there are some, I don't know how can I say that, in English, But if makes sense, I change it. I don't see problem with that. But I really believe that the most part of the time I like to embrace the transformation process, Like when I am learning a new sport, you know, I I realized that I like to jump in heads, you know, first like nowadays, currently I'm practicing basketball, So I started to watch a lot of basketball champions on TV, and the things related to that. And I start to live that. And I really believe that when I'm learning something that I have interest in, I embrace more these kinds of change, And yeah, maybe depends on the situation, but I really believe that you need to change all the time.
Yes, it's normal. Right? I don't know, it's natural for everyone. But in the
Yeah.
beginning of your career, you always knew that you wanted to be a backend developer.
Well, in my case, yeah, yeah. I started I hated the programming when I was
Same.
studying that,
I know.
But yeah, I knew the backend side, and I loved that because I wasn't good with screens, with designing, with UX, UI, and this kind of thing. But last year I needed to work as a full stack developer, so I needed to learn a lot about JavaScript and React. Um, in a first moment, it wasn't good for me, but after some time, I embraced the challenge because I could realize that it could be for me in the future, because maybe I could build a robust and a whole application for some customers. But yeah, nowadays I'm not using anymore. I'm in a new company, and I began to be a backend developer, and I'm loving that.
I'm very happy that you're loving it because sometimes I think that I don't know how a person can like choose voluntarily to be a backend developer. And you and Iago, if you match, you are like the perfect, I don't know, Megazord, because you're currently working with UX, right? Iago, not working, but studying. You work with institutional design, yes. You know it. Okay,
It's
your
really
turn, by the
different,
way.
actually. But yeah, I think that for me, I I think that it depends on the situation, but I more intend to resist change because I don't like when something happened that it's not expected, that I haven't planned. You said about your routine. For me, that's something that really annoys me when something comes off my routine, when something happens and I can't follow my day as I always plan because my day is basically the same every day. And I am totally fine with that. I really like having a routine. I think that it works for me. But something that I am trying to work it out better since, I don't know, maybe the last 2 years is the idea that I can't control every aspect in my life or the things that are happening around me. So I now when something comes off, I just try to think, okay, that happened. What can I do about it? Can I do something about it right now, or is something that I can do it later? And then I try to do this. Not very often it works, this way of thinking. I need to sit down and write down to understand my thinking. Um, but for me, I try to do this now. If something happened and okay, I need to deal with it, or is it just something that it happened and I can follow my day with it, that's fine. And I try not to stress out about it because I a few years ago I got really stressed about things coming off the way that I didn't expect it. And now I'm trying to embrace more that, oh, it's okay. I can't control everything, and that's life.
This is, I don't know, this is very difficult to learn. Like, and to be aware of this, I don't know, behavior and then to change it. This is like a miracle. I don't know, because since I don't know, when you are acting like this, it's very hard to identify, like that you are trying to control everything. It's always like a person that told you, that tried to, I don't know, to advise you, but it's something that it's not for me, of course. I'm speaking for me. I'm not able to identify this in myself. So this is something very nice to hear that you learned how to deal with these things, because I don't know, it's special. Guys, our time is almost over, so I'll intro